Today I'm at St Mary's Churchyard in Bootle, and see, I'll just go across and tell you more about it as I walk through it. As I said, this is St Mary's Churchyard in Bootle, and as you can see, it's a churchyard but with no church. Because during World War II, as you may know, Bootle was heavily bombed, and at the start, I've just been reading as well, is at the start of the war, a barrage balloon wrapped around the spire, the spire of the church, and the spire fell into the church, and that obviously was quite extensively damaged. And then later on in the war, it was completely destroyed by enemy bombs. So they had to demolish what was left of the church and make a little garden arrest. So as you can see, during the 50s and 60s, they actually put all the remaining gravestones on the edge, at the edge, as you can see, on the back wall of the churchyard. And they left a few that, as you can see, there were a few large ones up where they were standing. I'll try and get some focus on some of them, and you can find a lot of these on Find a Grave. Some of these headstones, and over here there's actually quite a famous headstone. Over here is because the Jess Hartley, who designed the docks, most of Liverpool's docks. He was an architect and an engineer, and he was buried, apparently, I think, during the 50s. Some of the bodies were moved to a mass grave in Bootle Cemetery. So, but if you can see, there is a few plinths that are made out of old gravestones. There's two big plinths made out of old gravestones. So it's like, and if you go to this one, you can see the grave of Jess Hartley, as you can see. And then if you go over to the other side of the garden arrest, you can see there is a memorial to all the people that are buried here. Because it was, at the time, it was the biggest burial ground in Liverpool. Well, it's now, isn't it? As you can see, it needs a bit of a clean up, the memorial stone. Give you a full view of it there. And so that's basically it, and this is the other end. As you can see, there's old stones. They're very weathered, and it's hard to read a lot of them, but if you do get a chance to come down and have a look, they're quite interesting to view. And these need to, obviously, as you can see, it's very hard to read some of these headstones, but they maybe need to get a bit of a clean up to see they are. Here's one that's a bit clearer, and I'll try and focus on do an extra video on Jess Hartley and overlay some photos of what the church used to look like in its heyday, as it were. Anyway, speak to you soon. Bye bye.